Pearl is far stronger than we think. Hello everyone, this is a Steven Universe discussion / theory video on how strong is Pearl. Now it's been a few months, like a lot of months really, before, the last time since I've done like a how strong is character or whatever. So yeah, I think it's about time that I kind of got back to this. Reason why I didn't like really feel like doing the rest of this or finishing it, quote unquote, is because I just kind of felt no point in doing it. But I'm slightly motivated, and I found a way to, like, you know, make it into a way that's fun for me slightly and not completely boring of me just saying, oh, these are all the things the character can do, la da 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 da. I found a way that can make it just a bit more fun for me. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy what I have to say of, like, why Pearl is pretty much the best Pearl in the entire universe. No other Pearl can do half of the things she does. Now, unless we get like a flashback seeing other Pearls that joined the rebellion and did some things similar to Pearl, then okay, that's fine. But until then, our Pearl is not only the strongest, the smartest, and then just plan out the overall best Pearl in the entire series. Plus, she can sing, so she's got, like, everyone beat when it comes to, like, almost anything. Pearl is a master of combat. She's practically a war veteran. She's been, like, in the Gem War since the very beginning and more or less even started it. She's been fighting gems twice in even triple her size, and she's took all of them down. Now, granted, some of the flashbacks we have seen, she did struggle here and there, but she did eventually take them down. So she knows not to win, not to give up. That's like one thing that she just always has in her mind, to never give up. She could also be like, I don't know if this is like a thing, but she's also like a master of weapons, because we know that she didn't always have the spear. She's like, the first weapon she always used was swords. We all know that she's a baller and then just a plain-out master with swords. Then she used her famous spear that she uses that can fire, blast, that can, like, take down entire ships, probably. Maybe. Probably not, like, the newer ships, but probably, like, the old gem ships and stuff. She's even said to have a battle axe. She's even said that she's had one before. So it would kind of make sense that she would be able to know how to use that. We actually haven't seen her use an axe, but she said she's had one, and I wouldn't be surprised, like, if we get a flashback or something, or just, like, another hint of her saying that, like, oh yeah, I used to use an axe to, like, you know, cut down my enemies. But, you know, strength and weapons aren't the only thing to be considered, you know, strong when it comes to Steven Universe. Pearl is a genius. I'm just saying that right now. She is a genius, and what I'm about to say is very bold, but she could be smarter than Garnet. Now, I know all you, like, hardcore Garnet fans are gonna rush to her defense of saying, like, nah, man, Garnet is, like, the absolute, like, smartest. She just knows everything. Yeah, that's true, but let me kind of put it this way. Garnet knows the answers, but doesn't entirely know how to get it. She just knows it. She doesn't need it because she just knows the answer, and she can just give it to you, and you'll just agree with it. Pearl can look at a problem and give you an answer within a short amount of time, and can more or less improvise as well. That, to me, is like being smarter than anything else. Yeah, you can memorize the answers, but if you don't know how you actually got it entirely step by step, that just means, like, okay, yeah, that's cool and all, but Pearl, she can give you, like, demonstrations and everything like that, entire examples of how to do one thing, and she can do it, like, within days, if not hours. Now, back to Pearl being smart, she's able to make almost anything just out of household objects within a day. Here's just a list of, like, some of the things that she's made. These are, like, the most notable things that I've seen, or, like, the biggest changes. So if I miss anything, you know, if it was small, I'm sorry, but yeah, it was just something that didn't pop in my head during this time. But she was able to make a citywide EMP, a tracking device with advanced technology that's over 5,000 years old than what she's used to, like a mech or a robot, whatever you would want to call this, that's on screen, and most importantly, a freaking spaceship that was able to go all the way into space. Granted, yeah, it did explode, but she made a spaceship, guys, an actual spaceship that can fly and everything. Now, you might be thinking, oh yeah, she made a spaceship, but you don't know how, like, actually hard that is. She actually did rocket science within, like, a few hours. And most importantly, and I know this is like the one thing that you guys are all saying of me wanting to get to, she has beaten Sugilite. She's outsmarted her, a gem that was 4 times her size and 10 times her strength. And as again, Pearl knows not to when to give up. We've seen that she can take many hits from Sugilite, as again, who's just a monster. It's just like Amethyst with nearly unlimited power. That's what I think of Sugilite. Amethyst with pretty much unlimited power, and Pearl was managed to be able to survive and outsmart Sugilite and beat her. And the last feat I could say is that Pearl, you know, we kind of forget about this. We kind of make fun of Pearl and make memes of her here and there and everything like that, you know, Bird Mom and all that stuff. But let's remember that, like, the very first things that Pearl's done that we've seen on screen, not like, you know, like the first episode, but like the very first thing that we've seen in her history, that was during the rebellion. She was feared, and she was known as this terrifying renegade within all of gem history. She was feared by many gems throughout, like, the entire, like, homeworld, and if not universe, and even a bit more, Garnet was scared of her a bit. Yes, our Garnet, the calm, collective, stoic Garnet, was scared of Pearl for a bit. Our Pearl, this was afraid of this for a bit. That's impressive. So, yeah, Pearl is just downright hell of a lot stronger than what we think of her as, and honestly, is probably like the smartest gem we've ever seen. She just basically knows almost anything and everything if you give her enough time. Now, granted, you know, when I say the smart thing, I know a lot of you people could be comparing her to Peridot. Now, when it comes to Peridot, Peridot doesn't know everything as well compared to Pearl. Pearl knows, like, everything in terms of, like, homeworld stuff, like gem culture, and even a bit of, like, human culture, as much as she talks down on it. She was able to, like, you know, make human-type stuff within hours, and she's, like, she knows everything within, like, gem culture. Peridot, on the other hand, didn't know how to use a drill, she doesn't know how to fuse, and she doesn't know how to exactly shapeshift. Now, also, in her defense, she wasn't really, like, made with that type of knowledge of how to do that stuff, and no one, you know, if she didn't meet the gems, no one would ever teach her that type of stuff exactly, or, like, how to do it, so it's fair in her case. But, you know, Pearl knows everything about it, so, you know, Pearl has the upper hand on that type of stuff. So, yeah, that's just my little thing about how Pearl is just hell of a lot stronger than what we give her for and everything like that. Honestly, in my opinion, she could have been, like, the leader of the Crystal Gems, you know, if Garnet, like, wasn't as strong, I suppose, or wasn't, like, the way she is today. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, some alternate reality Pearl was the leader of the gems. It would make sense, since she was, like, the best friend and more or less lover of the leader of the rebellion back then, of Rose Quartz. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have any questions, comments, or concerns, or any other discussion topics you guys want me to talk about. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Want to draw any fan art for the channel would be greatly appreciated. Email will be in the description below, or you can send them to my Twitter if you want to, since I have that there. Have a great day, have a great night, whatever time you're watching this, and everything else you know to do. Bye.